Unbelievable. I had this all set up too.
Batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Ready to move out.
The purpose of our two previous encounters is now very clear to me. I do not intend to be distracted by another. Good night, Mr. Bond.
Do you expect me to talk?
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Enjoy them as much as any bloke. But in the spirit of commemoration, whereby those important events of the past, usually associated with someone's death or the end of some awful bloody struggle, are celebrated with a nice holiday, I thought we could mark this November the 5th, a day that is sadly no longer remembered, by taking some time out of our daily lives to sit down and have a little chat. There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak.
Just let me think.
I suspect even now orders are being shouted into telephones, and men with guns will soon be on their way.
Damn it.
Why? Because while the truncheon may be used in lieu of conversation, words will always retain their power. Words offer the means to meaning, and for those who will listen, the enunciation of truth. And the truth is, there is something terribly wrong with this country, isn't there?
You designed it, sir. You wanted it foolproof. You told me every television in London.
Cruelty and injustice, intolerance and oppression. And where once you had the freedom to object, to think and speak as you saw fit, you now have censors and systems of surveillance coercing your conformity and soliciting your submission.
We need cameras.
How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable. But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror.
There is no escape. Don't make me destroy you. Luke, you do not yet realize your importance. You have only begun to discover your power. Join me, and I will complete your training. With our combined strength, we can end this destructive conflict and bring order to the galaxy.
I'll never join you.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Do you want to know what it is? The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
We move south to find Navia.
Let Crixus and the other Gauls chase Lost Hope. Spartacus!
The decision's been made. We must stand as one. Or fall divided. A lesson hard learned. Shackle will be struck from every slave upon our path. We will see our numbers grow. And when they have become legion, we will face Glaber and the hordes of Rome again. and the gods shall weep for their suffering.
Beep beep.
Inception, not a sound, break or fault line in the ground. When the devil comes, idle hands in quiet peace, waiting for my soul to sleep. When the devil comes, pure deception painted clean, vacant flesh in lucid dream. When the devil comes, when the devil comes, let my spirit breathe. When the devil comes, lay me at your feet. Come to me in shallow waters, hold me underneath. When the devil comes, oh, my world is painted lust, every need there ever was. When the devil comes, I will fold in seconds flat, throw my heart into the black. When the devil comes, when the devil comes, let my spirit breathe. When the devil comes, lay me at your feet. Come to me in shallow waters, hold me underneath. When the devil comes, when the devil comes, let my spirit breathe. When the devil comes, lay me at your feet. Come to me in shallow waters, hold me underneath. When the devil comes, no inception, not a sound, break or fault line in the ground. When the devil comes.
welcome to another exciting episode of the original Red Pill Show. Today is Sunday, and that song fits for Sunday for being in church. How come you're not in church? Did you go to church today? Anyway, that was Demon Hunter. I claim my Fair Use Act in using it for the show this one time due to the theme of the show, which it will all connect hopefully by the end. So today is Sunday, March 21st, 2020. This show is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please use at your own risk. This show is copyrighted by me. No part of it can be reused, rebroadcasted in any way, shape, or form without my written consent, or you shall die. Finally, this show is opinionated. That's why I do it. The host, especially me. Callers 815-290-0912. People that are naughty in the chat room, guest interviews, etc., are and always will be opinionated, and you will not have your comments censored like fucking YouTube just did with my show yesterday. Whatever. But as always, opinion should never be taken as advice. If you're seeking professional advice, we strongly encourage you to hire a license if required person in his or her field there, little Tommy. Hey, man. No, that's his name. How you doing? Broadcasting live from the only state in the union that is letting you live your life quite normally without your civil rights being violated, but whatever. It's a whole different topic, which you're not going to discuss tonight. All right, so let me open all my browsers and all this crap that I got. I need an engineer. I really do. Just so many buttons and so much stuff that I can't concentrate. So who's this? Bobby is in the Podbean Live. Don't be shy. Talk, call in, whatever. We are on Freedom Revolution Network. So here we go. Gene is in. Grant's in. What's up? And I'm going to go to the Spreaker. We'll go to the Spreaker chat room. Yeah. Which is right there. And nobody's home. Right? Nope. That's okay, though. That's all right. All right. So anyway, what's going on? Broadcasting live from the wonderful sunny state of Florida, which really wasn't so sunny today. It's really rainy and shitty here and cold for Florida. Reminds me of Chicago weather. I mean, really. Whoa. I just blew up the whole screen. Damn. You're not going to be able to watch this on YouTube, which I predicted last night anyway. Because if you say the word vaccinations, you're an asshole. So, and I really didn't say much about them, except I brought them up. So I think the bots are in full force here. All the Agent Smiths from the Matrix are attacking anybody that says anything that doesn't fit the narrative, whatever that is. I will, however, comment on this before I continue my show. Check out Infowars.com and Alex Jones. He is all over this vaccine situation. Be your own judge. It's your life. And that falls into the title of the show, which was inspired by a lifelong friend that I've known my whole life, hence lifetime friend. Really? Where are you? In Indiana? Huh. I'm from Illinois originally, so we were practically neighbors, Gene. I was in Shithole, Illinois, and you're in Shithole, Indiana. How far are you from Gary? I don't mean that offensively. I'm being sarcastic. I love the Midwest. It's way different than here. That's for sure. In a lot of ways. But it is sunny and warm here. And the sunshine makes a huge difference. At least in my attitude. And I think everybody else does. And I could care less if I see snow the rest of my life. Jacksonville. Awesome. Yeah, I have a friend in St. Augustine, which is like an hour south of you, and then I'm an hour south of that. So we're all one big happy family. I really think this part of Florida, Indianapolis. Okay. Cool. I've been to Indy a few times. I did some work there years ago, and I've been to the Supercross race, which has already happened or it's going to happen. It always happens around my birthday, because I used to go all the time. I love Indianapolis. It's pretty cool. There's like a circle something with the statue in the middle. I've been there. I like it. I like Indy a lot. But yeah, I was talking. The show is 2 nights in a row. Isn't that a record? The show was inspired by me talking to a lifelong friend for like almost 4 hours last night. I've known her all my life. And she's in Florida, but she's on the Gulf side. I'm on the Atlantic side. And about 5 years ago, which was the last time I spoke to her, for reasons I don't want to divulge because it's not the point. When I visited her 5 years ago, just getting through my divorce, I wanted to eventually maybe somehow, some way go to Florida or move to Florida, which I had no intentions of doing on my radar back then. And I wanted to move to the Clearwater area. And then I visited a friend in St. Augustine, and I've been up by Jack's Beach, and that whole coastline up A1A is just beautiful. So I decided, downtown St. Augustine, that for you people that don't know, and you have a real low quality education like me for grade school, St. Augustine is the oldest city in the United States. There is a ton of history there. Ponce de Leon, whatever the fuck his name is, supposedly discovered the Fountain of Youth there. It's actually there. They actually sell water there. The college is there. It's really a cool place to visit. So if you want to go to Disney World and all that crap, that's up to you. But I think you would be remiss if you did not go to St. Augustine just for the history of that city. It's amazing. It changed my mind to move to this part of Florida. And I love it. I don't have any regrets whatsoever because I'm just far enough out of the craziness in the tourism down in Orlando and every which way south of that. I don't miss that at all. I'm actually trying to become sane or more sane or less crazy or however you want to take it. And I just don't want that craziness. Who's this? Huh. Okay. The phone is being distracted. But I think this part of Florida is, for the most part, undiscovered. And from here, then you got Daytona Beach, of course, and that's historical for the racetrack and spring break and all that crap. But then once you start getting north of that, it kind of is like, where's this? Where's that? And then you hit St. Augustine. There's a lot of towns in between there. Palm Bay or Palm Coast. Palm Bay's down south. I'm still learning all these towns. But regardless, if you take a ride from here to St. Augustine on Route 1, it's fascinating. And I'm not done yet. I haven't even started. I still got to go to Jack's, but I haven't really officially. I've done it once, but I've never done it with me driving and checking it out. So I'm excited to do that. If the weather ever clears up, I mean, I'm not kidding you. The weather sucks here today. It's depressing. And I forgot how it affects my mood when the weather sucks. The sun wasn't shining for the past 2 days. Of course, it falls on the weekend, which ruins my weekend, and I can't do anything outside. So I just been sitting inside pretty much, and then just got back from the gym and ate dinner. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a podcast, because it's like, what am I going to do for the next couple hours except sit and watch TV or with my thumb in my ass? And I don't want to do that. So I came on here. And I was talking to a friend. It's one of the few times I have no idea how this is going to come out. But she has seen in pretty much my entire life, and there's always gaps because somebody moves or somebody gets married or blah, 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 blah. But she's known me my entire life for the most part. I'm 3 years older than her or something like that. So I was around when she was a baby, and I was already here, obviously. And we were just talking and reminiscing, and she's seen from me being a kid to single to married to being best friends with my ex-wife at the time, starting my business, working for family, then starting my business, and all the shit that I've been through. All of my successes and all of my downfalls. And she's like, now the title of this episode is, what the fuck is it? Captain of Your Ship or something like that. And she's like, why don't you start your own business again? And I keep hearing that again. And when I heard it again 22 years ago, 23 years ago, whatever it was, one person said it one too many times. And I did it. And I never looked back. And I learned so much from just saying, you know what? Now, I'm not saying for you to think this way, or I'm not saying you to say this. That's up to you. But I have all the respect in the world for people that start their own business or decide to say, you know what, go fuck yourself. I'm done. I am going on my own. And you have to understand, with no management degree, no business degree, no MBA, anything, just nighttime college at a local college with some management classes, I started my own business at 33. I don't think that's too bad, and was in business for 20 years. Now, this isn't about me. I mean, it is, because it's my life, but it's not narcissistic or better than you and all this crap. This show is about a mental mind frame. Period. And here I go again with this, but it's true. We're all indoctrinated to be followers and employees, not business owners and leaders. And then when you finally graduate high school, well, you need to go to college now and get a degree that you're never going to use and get into student debt that you can't default on, not that you should. But do you know how many people I know that busted their ass to go to college, or their parents paid for it, and they don't even use their degree? And they become subservient to, or acquiesce to, being an employee and living as a passenger. And some people are content with that. The show, I started this show back in 2008. I'm not going into that again. But I decided to, quote unquote, take a leadership role in the horseshit that I saw and addressed it and said, wait, there's something wrong here, Mr. Wizard. What's going on? And the rest is pretty much history in that respect. But there's so many people out there that this is what my opinion. If you're just I don't mean to say this demeaning, but if you're just an employee, and I mean, I'm not saying that in essence of the word, but if you're just an employee and you're working on somebody else's ship instead of the captain of your ship, then you're going to be that way with every aspect in your life. Now, the only difference might be if you become a mom or a dad, and hopefully you say like I did, it's like my kids are going to have a better life than I did, and I'm going to be a better parent than my parents. Hopefully, I pray to God that you say that, because if you don't, then please don't bring any kids into this world. It's fucked up enough. But that's the only leadership role that I can see in someone's life if they decide to be an employee. But then you get into, and I'm not going to talk about it specifically, but then you get into politics. And people become a passenger of that. Now, I don't know how you could be a captain of the political arena unless you run for office. And if you do, good luck and you have my respect. Good wishes on that one. But you're also a passenger in your political party. So you succumb to, if you're a Democrat, those beliefs, Republican, those beliefs and values and morals and whatever you want to call them, platform, strategies, whatever, pro this, anti that, or the Libertarian Party, which I'm officially a member. I don't want to make this about politics, but I just give up. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck all of you. I'm going to become a libertarian. You can all go to hell. I could really care less because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the wrestling match where after the wrestling match, they all go back there and have a beer and dinner together and they're best friends until the camera's on. And that's, in my opinion, the political arena. But in order for you to figure things out, you can't be a passenger. And if you want to make things better, and if you want to be selfish, not greedy, but if you want to be selfish, if you want to make them better for your life, which is your right, then do it. I did it because I know I could do it better than anybody else in reference to starting my own business, because I was tired of being a passenger on somebody else's ship, which ironically was a family business, actually two family businesses. My dad had a partner and then his family got the business. I was forced out. I don't want to even get into this because, again, I don't want to write an autobiography about this or a manifesto or I am trying to write a book about it and reconnecting with my friend, my lifetime friend now after 5 years. She brought a lot of stuff back to me as to the way I did things and I do things and who I've become. Hey, what's up, TLO? But I can say without a doubt that if I didn't decide to, it's like YouTube. Oh, you violated our community standards. Okay, what kind of community are you talking about? Because that's a fucked up community and I don't want to live with it or have anything to do with it. Because I didn't say anything that would offend or piss off somebody in what I said in my show last night. But I'll guarantee it because I had vaccinations in there. Here we go again. It'll be, oh, you didn't follow our community standards, so therefore you should go to hell forever and ever and ever. Really? Well, I don't want to be part of that community. Thank you very much. But I could be a passenger and go, oh, this is all about compliance. It's all about being a passenger. Well, if you don't like it, we can just throw you off the ship without a life preserver. Or how about an anvil? We'll tie a rock to your legs so you sink to the bottom of the ocean or the river if it's Chicago. Well, how about no? How about I'm going to be the captain of my ship? Not yet, Dwayne. So my friend is like, Tim, how long have you been working? Because I just gave my 2-week notice yesterday because I'm on the wrong ship. I'm the wrong passenger on the wrong ship right now, but it's my choice. And she said, okay, how long have you been working there? And I said, well, it's since November. So like December, January, 4 months. And she's like, that's not you. Why are you leaving? And I gave some examples, and she's a professional. And I'm not going to say what industry, but she's a professional. She has a lot of experience. And she goes, well, that's not right. And I said, I know. She goes, well, why do you think this new company is going to be better? And I gave her reasons as to why. And what was said in a 2-hour interview and all this other crap I had to go through. I mean, they crawled up my ass with a microscope and called my references. And I mean, everything was fine. But I gave some examples and she goes, okay, well, that sounds good. But she goes, but, you know, honey, you've been a captain of your own ship. You're very talented. You're a hard worker, which in Florida, I'm sorry, I just don't see it, at least in my industry. And everybody's starting to tell me, just do it and you'll do great. So I put some thought into this and I'm like, I said the timing's everything. It's not that I can't do it. I don't want to do it. Blah, 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 blah. But timing is everything. And if you want to take control, and that's what it's about, really, take control of your life and your destiny in every aspect. I mean, if you really want to see life in general through a different perspective, well, listen to the show. And number 2, start your own business. Because you're going to get an education that you can't buy. And not to mention, when you're successful, which is great, but if you get the other side of that coin, when you fail, nobody's going to stop you. If I decide to do this again, I can guarantee you that I will not be stopped. Period. I just won't. Because I know both sides. Now, when you put that into perspective of life and dealing with life and all of the bullshit that's going on right now, you can't bullshit a bullshitter. And I don't like when people are being taken advantage of, lied to, manipulated, especially out of fear and compliance, because you're on the good old ship of the USA. And the captain is your elected servants. But this is a republic. And it's all of our ships. And the people are supposed to have as much or more power than the government. I don't see any people organizing in, now this is perspective, of course, depending on what news channel you listen to and what party you're affiliated with. See, because you're a passenger, you're not a captain. So you're going to listen to these people. It's tribalism, which is perfectly normal. But if you went through the process of becoming a captain of your own livelihood as far as business as an income, you would see things through a different perspective. I can promise you that. But I'm not going to sit here and watch people being scared to death out of fear and you have to comply or else. I haven't seen any people organize to scare the hell out of the government, because if you did, you'd be labeled as an enemy of the state and probably be tried for treason. And that's not good. That's not good. But when the government does it to you because they think they're the captain of this ship and you don't comply, well, if you don't get the COVID-19 vaccination card, the get out of jail free card, you're not going to be able to buy groceries. You're not going to be able to go to work. You're not going to be able to travel. Now, the traveling out of the country, I can kind of say, okay, I kind of get that. But if I want to leave Florida to go to shithole Illinois again to see family, you need your vaccination. I just found out today that just because you get the vaccination does not mean that you cannot give this to somebody else. It allegedly means you're immune and you can't get it, which I still don't believe, but that's what they're saying. But you can still be asymptomatic and carry this and give it to somebody else. So don't be fooled that because you get this vaccination, that everything's great and back to normal and you're not going to give it to somebody else, because it may happen. So you have to look at things from the captain of your ship perspective to see and not see, because some of this you have to use your heart and your mind to see it. You use your brain to think and analyze. You use your mind to see things you cannot see and feel things that you cannot feel without your heart, like your intuition, your gut. But in order to do that, you have to decide to take charge of your life in your journey and be the captain of your own ship. If you're going to give your trust and your security and your livelihood as a passenger on the good old ship of the United States of America, which is not supposed to be that way, then you're never going to learn anything. And by the time you figure out what's going on, it's going to be too late. The same thing if you, and I have all the respect in the world for people that do this, don't get me wrong, but if you're putting cars together at an auto plant and you're the third, if your job hasn't gone to fucking China or Mexico yet, but that just happened with Ford, they're closing their plant in Ohio and shipping it to Mexico. But let's just say you're third generation and you're putting these cars together and you live there all your life and you got a nice retirement plan and things have been great. That's great. But to me, there's two things you only learn. Hard work gets you somewhere, and being subservient gets you somewhere. Because you're a passenger on the ship of your employer. You're not really going to learn anything. All you're going to learn is to behave, do what you're told, shut up, punch your time card, pay your union dues. Don't even get into that with me. And then you'll be fine. And once upon a time, that was the American dream. But the American dream has been destroyed. Because we're all too trusting, not stupid, trusting, to be a passenger on a ship by people that don't give a flying fuck about you. Just pick the ship that you're on, whether it's where you work. And I'm not saying this is everybody, because I cared about my employees. I really did. But for the most part, I think that's the minority. But if you really think the captain of the ship of the United States of America gives a flying fuck about its passengers, you're nuts. You're wrong. But you can't see it because you're probably getting a paycheck and you're happy and everything's wonderful. Which, you know what? I don't really know too many people that could say that. Everybody's going through some really, really strict challenges, especially with COVID-19 and keeping a job and keeping your business open and blah, 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 blah. But you're on the ship of the United States of America, and for some reason, it's your fault that they hit an iceberg because they chumped up to China and shipped all our jobs and manufacturing over there, which made them very wealthy, but they can't handle the responsibility of wealth. So they start playing with biological weapons and go, and I'm not making fun of Asians because now this is the new thing. Oh, you hear people are getting pissed or making fun of Asians. Yeah, whatever. You know, no, I'm not. It's like, oh, we play with COVID-19 and accidentally go oopsie and we wet it out because of all the bats flying around. Really? Oh, and what happens to them? Not a fucking thing. But what happens to you? Because you're a passenger on the ship of the United States of America. That's why. And the captain should be accountable and responsible and say, hey, look, we fucked up. But they're not. They're not going to say that. But that's what's going on. Now, am I saying get off the ship of the United States? No. What I'm saying is be the captain of your own ship in the United States of America. You can do that. It's your right. It's like, I'm getting off this fucker. You guys are going to hit another iceberg. It's time to go. Because that's your right to do it. So I say all that, and then Dwayne, you could join me here in a minute if you want. I say that because my friend woke me up to the realization that that's what I did. It got to the point that I got so stressed. I was busting my ass. I hurt my back at 27 working so hard. I got pneumonia at 27. That was a weird age, I guess, that I still am affected by, but I'm fine. I have to work out and go to the chiropractor because I'm not getting surgery at 27 and getting stainless screws in my spine. You can go to hell. I'm not doing that. But I made a lot of sacrifices, and I got to the age of 33, and I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm making somebody else money, busting my ass. I'm more than capable to do this on my own. And I said, you know what? See you later, man. It's time to fucking change. It's time for me to reap my rewards and my benefits from my talents, my education, and my hard work. So y'all, no offense, I love you to death, but you can all fuck yourself. And I have no regrets in doing that because it changed my life. And then I changed for the better. And then I changed other people's lives because I gave them a great place to work with great benefits and made sure they spent time with their family. I just couldn't foresee the betrayal part coming in from the inside, which I don't know who could. You can ask Donald Trump about that one. I don't think his family betrayed him, but everybody else did. And that's a hard lesson to learn. But it's one that you do learn and you don't make your mistakes again. So that's what this is about. I just brought it up, and I'll let Dwayne come in here if he wants to comment. People can call in 815-290-0912. Doing a B-Day cake? Is it your birthday today? Yeah, you can join me, Dwayne. Are you going to come in here or are you going to call in? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You can come in. La, 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 la. You just come in, right? Come in. Hello, is anybody home? Yeah, is it your birthday today? There you are.
Yes, Tim, it is my birthday. We're getting ready to do my birthday cake.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
How old are you now? 45?
23. Shut up. Can I come around the corner, guys?
What?
Hold on. Are you guys ready for me? I'm going back upstairs. No, because they tell me to come down. They wake me up and go like, we want to do birthday cake.
Oh.
So, no, I've been sitting here listening to you, Tim, and I'm honestly just laughing because I'm figuring out the same thing for myself, just in a harsher way.
You're doing what?
I'm realizing the same shit you are, just in a more harsh way.
More harsh way?
Yeah.
Like, well, how old are you today? Anyway?
23 years old.
Oh, geez, man, you're getting up there.
23 God-forsaking years old.
Okay, so you say that. So without playing psychiatrist too much or getting too personal, why do you say that?
Because the fact that you, Scarlet, TLO, and so many other people have had to drill it in my head that the only one that really gives a fuck about you is your family, and that's really motherfucking it.
If you're lucky, but yeah, that's exactly true.
You know, this generation isn't as smart as the last generation.
I don't know about that. My generation ain't that smart either, so I can tell you that.
Right. All right. I have to go downstairs for a minute. I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute my breathing.
All right. All right. So anyway, so it's Dwayne's happy birthday. We have to sing it. Happy birthday to you. You belong in the zoo. You look like a monkey. And I'm sure that's offensive or racist somehow. And you smell like one too. There you go. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Just the baby still? What's that? Oh, he's taking video. How cute. Of his family. And his birthday cake. And whatever. All right, so if you want to call in too and join in, 815-290-0912. Because I'm pretty done ranting. Oh, what happened?
Thank you for not getting me 23 candles.
Can't fit them.
No, my brother-in-law is struggling to get.
Oh, are we going to sing happy birthday again?
I didn't even come down here. I wasn't even all the way down here when you guys started singing happy birthday.
It looks like we are. If you can get them lit, better call the fire department.
Damn. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go sit.
This is going to be a first for the network in my show. Singing happy birthday to you. I can't hear shit.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Blow him out, peasant. Oh my God.
Yay!
Give me my.
You made a wish that quick?
I got my wish.
You did? Oh, okay.
My wish that I'm kind of letting my stomach relax. I'm going upstairs on my stomach, guys. Sorry, I took you on to that shit show.
It's okay. I don't mind.
Next on the original Red Pill Show.
Yeah. What's next? The funeral?
Oh, God, please no.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking don't say that.
No, I know. Just kidding.
No, but like I was saying, dude, it's like, you know, parts of my generation and the generation before me, or the generation after me, not before me, the generation after me is, you know, never going to learn what it's like. Thank you, TLO. Is never going to learn what it's like because of the fact that that generation is so used to getting handouts and things handed out to them, when your generation, Tim, my generation, have learned that if we want people to care about us, we have to work for the shit and the respect that we have.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's like Donald Trump said: the harder you work, the luckier you get. So I guess that's true. Just don't get married. So you can fucking lose it. But
So you're saying is don't pull at you.
yeah, don't be me. Yeah, I mean, I'm human. I've made mistakes. I just don't think somebody should pay for it monetarily, but that's my opinion. Unless it's child support and all that shit. But my kids are way past that, so I just got fucked really bad. So, but what are you gonna do?
Here's my thing. As you say that, don't get married. I almost made that mistake.
Yeah.
Twice.
I don't want to say it was a mistake because I wouldn't have my kids for it, and then of course my grandkids that I don't see, but I don't want to get into that. The very few regrets I have in my life. The thing that I regret is it took 27 years to figure it out, which is a long time. But
yeah,
the only regret I have, which I shouldn't, is I put my faith, trust, and everything I had into one person. But that's the definition of marriage, is it not?
But isn't that also the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result?
Well, yeah, but then why do we go to work every day?
Yeah, but didn't you also get married twice?
No, I've only been married once.
Oh, okay. I thought somewhere, by the way, you got married twice. But also, by the way, I watched your video last night after someone texted me going like, where the hell were you last night? There was somebody on your fucking Facebook page. I know there's people on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
And I forgot I'm on, and I saw your face. I'm like, the fuck is Tim, you fucking sly son of a bitch.
Yeah, your Facebook's connected to this, so I mean, I just came on.
I know it is. It's for the FRN page. Fucking sly son of a bitch. I was going to talk about that with TLO tonight about the whole vaccination shit. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck no. Nope. Nah. Nope. I agree with everything you said last night.
Haley, what's up? I talked to Scarlett yesterday, and she's coming back and doing her show, which you know.
Yep.
And she's going to pretty much start with the whole vaccination thing. So I don't want to steal any of her thunder or material, and she knows way more about this stuff than I do. So I just kind of lightly touched on it. But like I said, Alex Jones is all over this stuff, man. He had people calling in with people dying or sick or whatever because they're taking this thing, and it's just horrible. It's almost like a false.
I keep forgetting I'm on my fucking phone, for the love of God.
It's almost like false hope for people, and people are so, like I said, they're on a passenger of a ship, except now it's in the medical realm, and who doesn't trust their doctor? And, oh, you need this and need that, and you should do this and you should do that, because you don't question that crap because you're a passenger. But if you were a captain, you'd go, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. This is a whole different technology with these vaccines, and people don't get it, and nor do they care, because they trust the captain of the ship. You can't do that. You just can't. You fucking can't. So
you can't, dude. I'm not getting that vaccine, Tim.
No, I'm not either.
I know, Bonnie. I thank you for that. I thank you for the donation on that. I've been getting updates for the people that have been donating.
That's cool.
My sister got me ice cream cake for my birthday and ice cream. Now I just want the cake because it already has ice cream in it, and I don't want double ice cream.
Oh, yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Do I sound fat?
No, you look fat, though.
You too.
Yeah, you think I got the cake for your boy now.
You know what, Kristen? Fuck off. I am.
Uh-oh. Muted. Muted.
Yes, y'all want cake. I want this corner piece right here. Okay, look. Y'all, what
Fat
does
sounds like Wayne.
What? How the fuck are you gonna say fat sounds like me?
Because Bonnie's asking. She goes, "What does fat sound like?" I said, "It sounds like Dwayne."
By the way, I sent TLO a link. If he joins, he joins. He doesn't, he doesn't.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh
So,
my god.
what have you learned in 23 years? Enlighten us.
In 23 years, I have learned. Shut up, Kristen. This is not the time.
Uh-oh.
In 23 years, I have learned so many simple things. You know, I'm not even talking the past 23 years. I'm gonna talk in the past year.
Mm-hmm.
Man, because I'm feeling my big long piece right here. I'm gonna grab my cake and then I'm. Gracias.
You need more light bulbs in your light. You got like fucking 4 missing.
Kristen, I'll let you off. Logan, hold on. Don't shut that off. I have learned multiple things in the last 23 years, but it's this year is what matters. What have I learned? Stop, Kristen. You're getting water all over me. I don't want to be wet.
Squirrel! Where's the squirrel?
I'm trying to get fucking cake because my sister's making me fat.
It's her fault.
Well, it's my fault. It's my birthday. In the last year, I have learned that I cannot rely on not saying no. I don't need that vape tank anymore. Actually, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Don't try to take that back. Yeah, I do. I've learned the fact that one, I can't always rely on another human being to help me solve my issues.
Mm-hmm.
And Tim, this is funny. I have also learned in the last year to leave relationships when you see the red signs of a controlling, abusive relationship. I have learned don't let people steal your fucking happiness and drain the fucking life out of you. And I've learned that even when man has turned his back on you, that God will never turn his back on you. That is one of the hardest lessons I've had to learn over the last 23 years.
Mm-hmm. The only time God will turn his back on you is when you turn your back on him. And even then, if you repent, you'll still come back.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
so
have you ever read the book The Harbinger?
Yes.
What'd you think of it?
I liked it. It's very emotional.
Mm-hmm.
It's a book that you won't forget reading.
Right.
But unfortunately, I don't remember half the shit that happened in the book because of my seizures.
Okay.
My thing is I have learned that today, that all I really have in this world is me. Me and my son. It's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, yeah, I'm friends with TLO. I'm friends with you. I'm friends with Scarlett. I'm friends with other people. But I've had to learn that some days it's going to be me against the world and me and my son against the world. And there's not absolutely a damn problem with it. And anyone who thinks there's a problem with it, guess what? Go kick a bunch of fucking rocks.
That's a very hard lesson to learn, and one I learned. And without getting into it, she's not here. Scarlett just learned that lesson too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very sad.
And that's how I learned that lesson. It's through the death of family.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Pam. You know what, Bonnie? You're right. It's me, my son, with Jesus against the world.
Yep.
You know, and the reason I haven't been on air this week or last week is because I've been doing some spiritual finding. And for once in my life, learning what God wants me to do instead of what I want to do.
As well. Yep.
Trust me, because when you get knocked on your ass in your living room and you can't get up for an hour because God's going like, yeah, you're not listening, so I'm going to keep your ass here. It's not the greatest time. You know, at 23 years old, a recovering addict, a father, a son, a brother, a best friend, an uncle, I have learned that no matter what I do, I will never be perfect enough.
Nobody will. Unless you're Biden.
And that motherfucker fell damn steps to the
That was
fourth one.
I actually feel bad for him. He can't even walk up the frickin' stairs 3 times.
I don't. I fucking left.
Did you? Yeah.
I left.
What necklace? Are you talking about me, Pamela? Dwayne's not wearing a necklace. Are you, Dwayne?
No, I'm not wearing my bro.
You know what? You know what my necklace says? Why I wear this? That's because my dear friend from my lifetime friend has stage 4 breast cancer. Yeah. So, and she's younger than me. So in honor of her, to remind me, because I was actually going to buy a cross and I didn't find, I'm very particular on the cross that I want to wear. Like I got this one here, which, you know, I wear. And it's right here. I like this one.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, but I was looking for one and I didn't find one that I liked, and I stumbled on this and I bought this instead. So
I like that. You know what, Tim? Speaking of, since we want to go monumental, emotional moment. Sorry, my shorts just keep falling down, so I'm throwing a belt on real quick so I can sit down and stop worrying about my shorts falling down when I'm on air.
It's because you're getting fat. Actually, if your pants are falling off, you're losing weight.
I'm actually losing weight.
Yeah, good for you.
My camera decides to work with me right now, which I'm hoping it will.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you've seen this. Like I said, keyword think.
What, the Mountain Dew cans? I've seen those.
No, hold on. I don't know what's going on.
The amplifier? Oh, lost Dwayne. Because he didn't pay his phone bill. Maybe he can pay that with his birthday money. I don't know. Hello? There he is.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a tattoo? Wow.
Actually, my father across my arm.
So you're junior?
Yep.
And what?
Dwayne,
What's the dates?
7/23/69 to 04/13 of 2008.
Oh, that's when he was born and when he died.
Yep, exactly.
69. So he's younger than me, actually. Wow. Or was. Wow. Huh. Damn.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, dude. Yeah, it was 18. Yeah. He was. And that was a man I resented for almost fucking everything in my life.
Oh, I can relate to that. I just shared with a friend of mine that my dad's my stepdad and my sister's my half sister. And she's like, "What?
What?
Uh-huh.
Say that one more time.
My dad is my stepdad, and my sister is my half sister, and you wouldn't know it by looking at us because we look a lot alike." And she had no idea. And I'm like, "Well, no, because I'm not going around advertising it, but when it comes up, I got no problem talking about it."
Right.
It's just a fact. It's not personal or emotional. I mean, or doesn't make me resentful because my dad put me through fucking hell too, being an alcoholic my entire childhood. Which he's been sober for over 30 years, but still. I know. Go ahead.
My troll is in the chat room wanting to know who Tim is. Wanting to know who is this hunk of hot man meat?
Is that your boyfriend commenting on it, or who's that?
Fuck you.
Oh, I did. Somebody asked where you were at last night. I said, I don't know. He said he had plans at a gay bar or something. I don't know.
Oh,
I did say that.
I mean, I did have plans last night, but it wasn't at a gay bar.
Yeah. Your secret's safe with me. Don't worry about it. Was it with Mayor Lightfoot again?
You know what, you fucking bastard? I knew that was fucking coming. I
saw Doreen last night.
Nah, I divorced that bitch and threw her in a fucking lake.
Smart move. So who's asking about me?
Have you ever had a man?
Yeah.
And this is Tim. Fucking little bastard didn't tell me he was fucking coming back, and next thing I fucking know, I see him on a fucking show last night. Gonna get a fucking cocksucker.
You can thank Scarlett for that one.
You know what? Let's talk about that for a minute, though.
Yeah.
Because I've been wanting to touch this with a 10-foot pole, but I just haven't had really had the nerve to touch anything with a rabbit pole. I haven't had no energy to touch rabbit holes lately because I possibly have, the COVID.
You do?
Possibly. I'm not infectious, though. It's been 10 days. Fucking assholes.
Okay.
Or it's just sinus drainage. Either one. I took Flonase today, and I seem to be doing a lot better.
That stuff works, actually. I used it in Colorado because the allergies were killing me, and it's expensive, though. Fucking.
Dude, it seems to be doing better. I can breathe. I can hear. I've been draining ever since I took the shit. Here's the thing. So with the vaccination, I got an offer from Cleveland Clinic where I go for my seizures. Wait, for it, folks, as Dwayne shows the diversity of the word.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that word.
Well, that's why I don't have my soundboard anymore, because somebody said something to me about it. And I go, well, I use the buzzer when I swear for self-censoring, but if I don't swear, then I don't have to censor myself. You know what I mean?
You got rid of the soundbar?
I don't have it hooked up. I could, but yeah, I don't have it because somebody said something to me about it.
You got rid of the soundbar?
Sound.
No more little Tommy?
Soundboard. No, I said all that shit. I just didn't play the chicken and the animals.
Oh, damn. That was the best part of the show.
Or the witch. That's what I'm trying to find out, because I like it, but I don't like the drop-ins. They're irritating. It's like, well, then don't fucking listen to the show. I don't care. But I'm listening and experimenting to make the show better.
Right.
So why not?
I get it.
Yeah. Who knows?
You know, here's
what?
So here's my thing, and this is what I wanted to say. I got an offer to go ahead and get the vaccine done. I said absolutely fucking not. Not touching it with a 10-foot pole. And here's the reason why. As I fix my fucking camera. Yay. As I'm sitting there looking at Bible verses, I'm looking at differentials of certain situations and certain facts and scientific facts of why I'm not going to go ahead and get this thing. Is because it's just another way for us to be controlled, manipulated, and told what we can and cannot do.
Yep.
As an American citizen, one of our fucking best slogan thrown out is "Land of the Free, Home of the Brave." Yeah, and that you can tell that is fucking go for.
No, everybody's a bunch of pussies. They're scared.
I just won't do it, dude.
No, and if I believed it did do good and it did save lives and blah blah blah, I'd be the first one in line to do it. But it's a whole different thing. It's not like your conventional vaccines, which depending on who you talk to, like Scarlet, both aren't even any good either. But this is a gene therapy altering your DNA to its core, and technically you're not even a human being anymore.
No, you're not.
No thanks. You know what alters your DNA when it gets into your body and fucks you up?
Drugs.
Cancer.
Drugs.
Mm-hmm. I'm reading about a gun made up to look like a Nerf gun in a drug raid. What in the hell are you looking at, TLO?
Yeah, TLO, you're scaring me. TLO's gonna go on a rampage.
Yeah, but Scarlett has just some really great knowledge in this and how we're under like medical emergency law and everybody trusts the doctor and the medical industry that's for your benefit. So everybody's complying. And it's mind fuckery. Like I said last night, this whole thing is mind fuckery.
Yep.
And we're all a bunch of lemmings listening to it. Just shut up. Go home, watch TV, get some sleep, get up for work, and rinse and repeat and do the same shit every day, and everything will be fine. We got your back. And that's the biggest crock of shit on the planet.
Well, you want to know what else was the biggest crock of fucking shit?
What?
My plate just broke and I have cake all over the place.
You what?
My paper plate just broke.
Oh.
And now I have cake that's decided to explode.
So your cake's everywhere now.
Yes, sir.
Are you can you take a video and can we watch you lick it up?
I'm not licking it off.
What are you doing?
I'm grabbing a towel like a fucking regular human being and wiping it up.
Can you get your girlfriend to lick it up? I mean, I'd like to be entertained tonight. It'd be fun. Actually.
I don't have a girlfriend anymore. Do you not remember that?
Damn it. You have the worst timing.
Yeah, it was either that or I was just going to end up dead.
Yeah, no. I don't want to go there. I'm just kidding. So we talked about that in private. Yeah, lap cake. There you go. See, I like how TLO's thinking.
Yay, lap cake. Exactly.
You know what? Get your mother in there. I want to bitch her out for not getting you a stripper to come out of the cake so she could lick that shit off your lap. That would be a great show.
That would make a great show.
Yes. Next year.
But here's my thing too, is, as I see the vaccine, to be honest, as the mark of the beast.
I agree. Very plausible. You're not going to be able to do shit without your vaccination card. You're just not. If it continues.
Keyword F.
Yeah. And then now with blockchain coming out, which people don't even know what that is or what they're doing, you're not going to be able, somebody said this on Alex Jones show, you're not going to be able to sell a pair of used gym shoes on fucking eBay without the government knowing about it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be able to, not that you want to, but it's really none of their fucking business where every penny of your money goes and where you get it from. It's just not. But it ain't going to matter anymore. So if you don't have your little vaccination card and a bank account that has blockchain tech, that's what they're doing from what I've heard. When they're giving you this stimulus money, they're getting your bank information. So now they got into it because it's all through blockchain, but they're not telling you that.
I mean, I had a feeling that was happening, but
yeah, it's like under the guise of, well, we'll take care of you. Here's your money. And I talked about this. Did I bring this up last night? I don't know, but President Bush, after 2008, gave everybody $600, and shortly thereafter, oil went to $140 a barrel, which translated to $4.80 a gallon of gas.
Mm-hmm.
Because the reason why that happened is, and back in 2008, which woke me up to all this shit, and that's why I'm talking. Otherwise, this never would have happened. But the reason why they wouldn't give us peasants the money is because we would spend it, and there'd be too much velocity of the money in the system. So instead, they gave it back to the banks, and all they did with it was keep it and hoard it in these corporations and keep it and hoard it, or they repurchased their own stock shares. That's why the stock market's going through the roof. It's not because the economy's doing well. It's because these assholes are taking all this bailout money and buying their own stock with it.
Okay. So we want to bring that up. Let's look at the what was this bill that just passed? A $1.63 trillion COVID relief fund.
Yeah.
And now let's factor in how many people are in America. Okay, Google. How many people are in America?
In 2019, the population of the United States of America, United States, was 328,239,523.
Oh, you have the Queen on there. Oh, hello.
Right there. Hanging up on my wall. Also, okay, Google. Turn bedroom light. Okay, Google. Turn bedroom light 1 and 2 red.
Ooh. That's sexy. That's hot.
Little birthday present to myself.
Nice.
So, okay, so I didn't even fucking remember that number. Okay, Google, tell me how many. You fucking cunt. Okay, Google, how many people are in America as of 2021?
332,389,130. Here's a summary from the website.
Okay, stop.
What are you, stupid? I just told you, you twit. Oh, you turned me off. Fuck you. I'm going to have a cup of tea.
332 million people in the United States.
Okay.
You factor $1,400 into that.
1,400 times 330 million? I don't know. I'm not a math wizard. Who can do that in the chat room?
Yeah, somebody do that in the chat room. See how smart people are.
I'm going to look it up. Or I'm going to do it, little 6th grade math. Not even, actually. 2nd grade math. Did somebody
code using a calculator.
I'm trying to find it on my stupid phone. Here it is.
I'm going to find this bitch on my phone. Give me a minute.
330 million. 1, 2, 3. 330 million. Divided by 1,400 or what? How do you do this? So you don't even know. Ask Google. Yeah.
Okay, Google. If 332 million people got a $1,400 stimulus check, how much money is that?
Oh, I got it.
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
Oh, you're like Biden. You should put Joe Biden's voice on that fucking thing. 1, 2, 3.
I'm not doing that.
I'm U.S. Senator. Whatever the fuck he says. Times 1,400 equals. It's too big of a number. The calculator says this. So I don't know. It's a lot of money, though. Now, if you didn't vote for me, you're not black, bitch. What?
So that is I would say in about the billions right there.
It's in the billion, in the trillions. I was going to what? Trillions. That's my calculator won't even do it. There's probably not enough decimal points.
So, and this was like a $8.3 trillion contract. Where the fuck did the rest of the money go?
China.
It's not going back in the economy.
Mexico.
That's what we're going to talk about. China and Russia are starting to become fucking aggressive assholes. Actually, it's China and North Korea. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, he won't even answer the phone, I guess. Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, he won't even answer the phone.
Oh, me not answer phone, you guy asshole. You take away my fun twump. Twump. How do you say twump?
Twump. Here's my thing. I'm running back downstairs.
Go fuck yourself. Go log a submission now.
Here's my thing. We're on the brink of World War III, my guy.
Oh, in North Korea, if you watch the kill shot on YouTube, North Korea is the one that does it first. So, all right, I need an ice cream sandwich. You fucking made me hungry. Hang on a minute.
Well, you go real quick because I'm doing something.
Alexa says $455 billion is the answer. She's smarter than Google.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fuck you, Alexa.
She can be a bitch sometimes. She doesn't fucking listen. Especially when I tell her to shut up.
You know what? I tell Google to shut up all the time.
There you go. Happy birthday.
Ice cream cookie.
Oh, I love these things. Oh my god. These and Klondike bars.
What would you do for a Klondike bar? I'd give you for a Klondike bar.
Right. Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Mm-hmm. Silence! I kill you!
Silence! I kill you! I kill you till you're dead! And that's worse. She said Kamala was the president. Oh, fuck her.
Give it time.
It will happen, no doubt. I just don't want it to happen now.
The guy's gonna break his neck climbing the fucking stairs. It's gonna happen. I mean, I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. But I saw that video. How do you trip up the stairs 3 times in a row?
Because it's Biden, and they blamed. Watch this. They blamed the White House. Blamed the wind.
Yeah, the wind. Okay.
They blamed the wind each time he tripped up the steps.
I'll have to remember that next time I watch a pro football game. Must have been the wind. He fucking tripped.
I mean, that's a good analogy. I mean, did Trump? Yeah, right, Tilo? He straight fell.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He either tripped on the stair or his ankle gave out. I was trying to watch it pretty closely. One of the two happened.
It looked like the dumb bitch just fell.
Mm-hmm.
Like his 78-year-old ass just went like, his body went like, you got me fucked up trying to, he wasn't even walking. He was trying to run up the damn things. Come on now, let's be honest. He was trying to be fucking Rocky Balboa.
Mm-hmm. He's about as smart as him.
Like, bitch, see your third ass, like.
Yeah, he almost did a face plant. Meg toes, right?
And the Secret Service stood there like, oh, well, LOL. I mean, hey, I would have too, going like, your old ass wants to run up the fucking steps. I'm not going to be surprised if they put a fucking chairlift on that thing from now on.
Yeah, there's a meme of that, a video, one of those rail fucking things that old people sit in to go up and down the stairs. They did that. It was funnier than shit. I mean, macular degeneration and he can't see. Probably. He can't talk. He can't see. He probably can't even poop. I mean, the guy, I mean, you have to question his mental capacity and now physical to climb a set of stairs. Really?
Which is absolutely fucking sad.
Yeah, because he'll be sitting at the White House desk instead of hitting the room service button and it'll fucking launch all the nuclear missiles and we're going to be fucked.
No, that motherfucker needs to put in the fucking nuclear football coach, but we're not going there.
That's okay. Pelosi's going to have him because she's in her right mind too. So.
Okay, so since we're decided to rupture this fucking rabbit hole open.
No, I didn't. You did. It's your fault. It's your birthday.
Watching me Scarlett going like, you guys need to watch what you're saying.
No, probably not.
Hey, here's my thing. Since Tim has decided to open this can of rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole. Here comes another one.
Wide open.
Yep.
Let's talk about politics. Okay, Google, turn my bedroom light blue.
No. Not a Democrat.
Okay, Google, turn my bedroom light green.
She don't like Democrats. Green. There you go.
Okay, let's talk about the Dems. Let's talk about the Republicans. Let's talk about how the fact that every single fucking person that is involved in politics is just a fucking natural retard who belongs on a short bus with a helmet, a set of crayons, and licking their own assigned window.
I'm a pillow. Yay. Yay.
His hearing aid is an actual earpiece. Oh my.
Oh, is it really? Probably. They're probably telling him what to say. It's probably true.
Here's the thing. You know what? I got nothing. Because we're all just going to fucking die because it's either be Biden is going to press the little red button that sends us all to fucking hell and back.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's going to be Kim Jong-un going like, I know answer phone, you got away plump. Or it's going to be Mayor Lightfoot in the background just going, do it already, you fucking bitch.
It's scary.
And then if a woman gets a hold of that fucking nuclear football, I feel bad for all of us when we're on our period. Shit. We're all fucked.
Yeah, especially one that hates men. Get all fucking pissed. I'm just going to kill them all. Fuck them. That's it. They're all dead. We're all dead.
If he can't see the button, he can't push it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I mean, that's what Kamala's there for. Did you see the video where his hand goes? Yes, I did. I seen it on TikTok the other day.
I didn't see that. The world hates men enough. Yeah, that's true, actually. I meant to click on.
Here's the thing. Biden is just a decoy in this whole situation.
Or a pawn, or both. But yeah.
I'm sticking with decoy.
Okay.
Because the fact, excuse my word, we have two crazy cunts controlling
it's a rough one.
what he does.
Here comes the complaints. Scarlett, get ready.
Because here's my thing. And I want to make a point. We have one bitch who we have always said that is, for the past year, all of us have said it on the show, Pelosi just needs to fucking go.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow she keeps her spot in the fucking short bus. They don't understand.
She buys it.
By what? Doing the same thing fucking Bill Clinton did in the fucking senator's office?
I did not have sex with that woman. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or is it because that we have all exposed them for stealing the 2021 election? Because the riot, and I have been doing some digging of my own this week since I haven't been on air, the riot that happened on the Capitol was just a way for them to blame Trump. And finally get his ass out of fucking office. Am I making sense yet?
To me, you are, yeah.
Everybody thinks it's a bunch of Kuna Matata. Nah, motherfuckers, we're a fucking bingo ball in a fucking basket waiting to get fucking picked. Sorry, not fucking sorry. You got a problem with it? Call your sponsor. Oh, wait, never mind. I pulled a recovery term. If you guys have any complaints, just email them to Scarlett.
Yeah, not me. Birthday boy.
Oh, I'm on them. Because also, here's the thing. Too, if we really want to look at it, in a general perspective of how this is going to end, we're not going to make it towards Christmas this year.
Well, no, because they'll cancel it. But on top of that, yeah, you're right.
Kim Jong-un is going to end up pressing that nuclear button. And we are fucked. Yeah, he's going to go like, you muddy fucker. You got rid of Trump. He will no longer answer my phone call. Putin's going over there going like, oh my God, you crybabies. You don't fucking do it. I'm going to do it. China's going like, you're gunching. The fuck did you just say? You're gunching. The fuck does that mean? Someone looks up and like, do it already, you fucking bitch, or I'm going to do it. We have 3 people who won't press the button.
Kimosabi. Kimosabi. That's rare. That's fucking Indian. That's Tonto. That's Tonto? Yeah,
that's Tonto. Yeah. Kimosabi. Or we have someone in Spanish going, chupi me huevos, punta. Which I'm not going to translate that one. Because that's a complaint to the sexual harassment department of Scarlett. I don't need that.
Wasn't me.
But she caught me on the counter. It wasn't me. Caught me banging on the sofa.
Me.
Yeah. We have a Mexican. We had the little fucking. We had the gringo sitting over there going like, see? The fuck you saying yes for, you little fucking bastard? See, and that's another thing that I don't like about the Biden administration. We're giving back free access to the states when Biden fucking. Not worried about the grotesque man baby or his whiny the Pooh counterpart. TLO, I sent you the link. Get on here. Unless I have to send it again.
Putin is an opportunist and a chess player. If he sees a weakness, he's gonna capitalize on it.
I mean, look at how many troops we have sent to South Korea this year, from what I've heard. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
From what I've heard, we have sent more people back into South Korea because of the tensions that China and North Korea have caused.
Yeah. Alignment of communism.
So, what does the Bible say about all this? Nations will go against nations, kingdoms will go against kingdoms, and countries will go against countries.
Yeah.
Get ready, people.
TLO thinks I'm right. One person on the planet thinks I'm right.
2 people. Shut up.
2 people think I'm right. I don't want to be right, though. I just hope I'm wrong, but that's why when everybody said Russia rigged the election and wanted Trump in over Hillary, do you really think Putin would rather have Hillary in there? I mean, would rather have Trump. I'm going to fuck this all up. Do you really think Putin would rather have Trump in there than Hillary?
I mean, I could see why Trump was a fucking idiotic moron who couldn't even win second term.
Not maybe not, but not strategically with the military wise. Putin would have manipulated Hillary where she would have fired the first shot. We would have been in World War III. No doubt.
Hillary would have fucking hit the fucking nuclear football the first day she was in office. You know why? She's a woman.
That's what I'm saying. So if Putin wouldn't want Trump in, he'd want Hillary in because he would annihilate her.
Okay, but here's the reason I also said Trump, though, too, is because look how many fucking times Trump pushed that motherfucker's button. He didn't do a damn thing about it. And he found somebody that he thought fucking Trump would be his bitch, and Trump turned around and made him his bitch. Like, sit down, bitch.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just say that and people shut up because it's true. If I was Putin, I'd rather have Hillary in there to be my enemy, to be my friend, so I could play Art of War and blow the shit out of the United States of America.
I loved where you just fucking went with that.
That's exactly how he would have played it. He's not stupid. He's ex-KGB.
No. Fucking Putin is a very smart individual that we all tend to underestimate.
Yeah, he just acts like he's stupid, and he's not. He's not stupid in any stretch of the imagination. He's a chess player.
I'm going to send TLO an invite one more time. TLO, check your fucking phone.
Yeah, because I'm going to make this a 2-hour show, so we got 20 minutes left, which is just long enough to have sex.
I just had sex.
Wasn't me.
And it felt so good.
Wasn't me.
But she caught me on the counter. It wasn't me. Caught me banging on the sofa. It wasn't me. I even had her in the shower.
Wasn't me.
She even got me on camera. It wasn't me. Then the marks on my shoulder.
Wasn't me.
I fucking love that song, dude. So, fun fact.
Fuck this show. We'll just start a rap band. Let's do that.
So, fun fact, when I broke up with my ex this last time, I had breakup sex with another person.
You had breakup sex with another person that you didn't break up with?
Yes, sir.
Huh. Okay.
And I walked out with a Bluetooth speaker, walked out of this person's house, and was playing I Just Had Sex.
No shit. Huh.
Remember when Russia looked at Hillary when she brought the red button? when she was secretary. That bitch was so fucking stupid.
She's insane. She's just fucking nuts.
I mean, okay, to be honest, look about it. Look at it this way for all you people. They're like, well, you're just conspiracy theorists.
Maybe.
Maybe I am a conspiracy theorist. Maybe I am just fucking playing Russian roulette with people's fucking minds. You never know. You got to think. Me and Tim are good at going down rabbit holes together. This is why. Well, if the little fucker would have told me he was going on last night, I would have got home. No, I didn't get a text message going, "Okay."
I didn't plan it. It was spontaneous.
Well, she does wear child. You know what, MGTOW? I'm so fucking done with you.
Be nice.
Fucking love MGTOW because it's shit like that. Oh yeah, this summer's gonna be interesting because we're all gonna be sitting down in a fucking nuclear shelter somewhere.
You're gonna die some way. I mean, I'm at the point where what control do you have over any of that?
That's more like makeup sex story. And she was like, does baby need mommy help him feel better?
Oh. That's worth highlighting.
No, the fuck it's not. We taking that down. We taking that right the fuck down, sir. We would be toast. They will not let us in the shelters.
Oh, yeah, they already got their underground bunkers and everything else, so we're fucked. So
see, here's the thing: I would have a 9 times better chance surviving a hurricane than what would happen during nuclear war.
I agree, and I'll let you know in hurricane season. It's coming up.
Oh, I plan on coming down and staying a week with you if you have a hurricane coming down that way.
Oh, okay.
I'm coming to ride it out.
Actually, this part of Florida, it's pretty rare that it gets nailed, but it does. Because by the time it gets this far north, it's category probably 3 or whatever. But
it would get hairy in that regards. You know what? Look, here's my thing, and I want to say this: if Kamala becomes president, she's clicking the button day 2. Probably. Pelosi becomes soon as she gets elected president. Oh, we all better kiss our asses fucking goodbye.
Yeah, we're toast.
Hug your kids, hug your wife, hug your family. Go fuck your ex-wife. Do something for the last hour or 2 you have alive.
I wouldn't. No, not my ex.
Chip's going like, the fuck you talking about, dude?
No.
Chip's going like,
I had plenty. Not. I don't. I shouldn't say it that way. I had different choices. I should say better choices than that. No thanks. No,
I give Kamala more like 10 days. Pelosi 7. I'm still going Pelosi push the button within 2.
Well, here's the question: where would they be pointed to or at?
Russia and North Korea, where their most 2 targets are at.
And you know what? People be dumb enough to believe that because they all think Russia rigged the election. This is how fucked up this is.
You coming, TLO?
No, Pelosi would aim for the red state. Yeah, she probably would.
Well,
very scary. You know, she's joking.
My state's fucked.
Yeah. Ohio?
Man, fucking Ohio went red.
Well, Ohio's a shithole anyway. I really wouldn't argue about that. So, and then Illinois, you could fucking take out Indiana too. Why not?
Take out Florida. Florida went red.
Oh, Ohio went red?
Florida and Ohio went red.
Well, then no, I take that back. It's okay. Ohio can stay.
Thank you.
Illinois can go though.
Illinois, Indiana, Illinois. Well, Pennsylvania can stay because we have Pam. That's the only exception.
Y'all should just move to Florida. Fuck everybody. I'm
I
serious.
knew that was coming.
I am so serious on that, man. It's just my son came down here with his girlfriend on bike week, and somebody just popped in.
Oh shit! It's TLO.
No. He was in such a better mood. What's up?
It's a better. We have it yellow.
Oh, I love the butterfly. It's beautiful.
It is indeed.
What's up?
Besides the bullshit sky, nothing much.
So okay, TLO, you gave Kamala 10 days. You gave Pelosi 7. Why?
Correct. Just the scenarios that would play out, because they would actually play out differently, because the two have angst different countries for different reasons at different times. So basically, it's whichever one has more of a dog in the fight. And so the scenario for Pelosi would definitely be Russia, and then Kamala's would be China.
Why does she hate China?
Well, with China, the thing about it is the women aspect, and the fact that she symbolizes the progressive mindset for women. And we all know that China right now is doing a major crackdown on that sort of thought process
For human
with
rights,
their
women's rights. and all?
yeah, the human rights infringements, just to name the atrocities, but their CCP campaign now of bolstering the masculinity of their population, because they've deemed the world has gotten too men have gotten too docile, and so that's one thing. So they're fighting against like the progressive mindset of making men more well, let's just face it, soy boys, and they would view her as the major threat. And so they would poke, as they've been doing with the China Sea, South China Sea. They will poke the bear that way. And then if you were to be looking for Russia, what you would see would be whatever we still see with the bullshit going down in Syria. We would have the conflict start from there. And that's how we would get involved. And that's where the scenario where we would implement nuclear force.
I mean, I agree with that. To be honest, 100% I do agree with that.
Yeah, you have to always look at the environment, the situation, how this shit's led up to this, and how shit has played out before. And just look at the patterns in which way they'll eventually lead. And those are the two patterns that I see kind of emerging.
And who did Biden blow the shit out of right when he got in office, pretty much?
Oh,
the Iranians again. It was the Iranians.
Yeah. And that also ties in with the Russia, because we know damn well where a lot of the Iranians, a lot of the North Koreans, a lot of the militant forces in Afghanistan, the Taliban, and anything adjacent, we know where they get their weapons. I mean, it's not us. I mean, everyone thinks it's us. I mean, we, sell them to the rest of the world, but it is actually through Russia. And the technology for their nuclear, for North Korea, they got that from Russia. Their sub fleet is actually old Russian submarines. So
which is why they're
there you
shit.
go there. Well, yeah, they are. They're mostly diesel class subs. And so for most conventional warfare, that's why I'm definitely not worried about North Korea. And they can also shoot off their bombs. One or two of them may or may not get through, but highly unlikely. I really doubt the accuracy and the longevity of their actual missiles. I mean, they've tested their short range shit kind of in around Guam, but they haven't tried to aim for the mainland. And I believe they probably do have the capabilities, but I don't believe it's that advanced. So they might be able to shoot it in the direction, and we would have most likely 80% chance of shooting them down before they were to
hit.
Yeah, I don't think this country would let somebody have missiles, or not missiles, but military weapons or subs or anything that would be a risk to us that we could knock out. I just can't see that happening.
Well, here's my thing, okay? So let Tim was saying earlier, I want to go back to this. Because Tim, you made me think when you brought up the whole fucking comment with fucking Kim Jong-un and his little fat retarded fucking ass and the fucking orangutan that was in office.
Obama?
You mean the grotesque man, baby?
Yeah, the grotesque man, baby. He was the first fucking American president in a while to step foot on fucking Korean soil.
Yes.
Yep.
Correct. In like over 50 years.
Oh, great. We got the family in the military.
But yeah, BJ brings up the other scenario with the China issue, and that would play out with Kamala. They would just keep persisting with the either the Taiwan situation, because it's been proven that we don't give a fuck about Hong Kong. Because there's been plenty of death. There's been plenty of shit going down in Hong Kong, and nobody said boo. I mean, we keep talking about it, but
who gives a fuck about Hong Kong, anyways?
Well, to be honest, it's one of the major capitalistic center points. So, say if a terrorist organization would want to really get at any sort of thing, they would take out Hong Kong. Just to be honest. No, it would break down a lot of markets, including it would affect our markets here. Like it would basically torch the system.
Supply chain.
So that's that. And that's why, to be honest, that's why Hong Kong has developed into like a major focal point for multiple of countries. And so then there's the scenario with the South China Sea or Taiwan. They both kind of play into each other. They would just be emboldened, and they would maybe make moves against Taiwan and see if Kamala would engage. And to be honest, she most likely would, and that's how that scenario would play out.
So they would manipulate her to
correct. Well, most scenarios look at this with the fact that a lot of what's going on within the country and outside of the country is being manipulated by a lot of foreign entities. We'll just say, yes, we have a lot of shit going on in our country, a lot of self-inflicted wounds to say, but right now the foreign entities are even contributing or letting it happen, because they're taking full advantage of the situation. While we're distracted, while we're preoccupied with what's going on here, they're making moves and counter moves in front of us, behind the scenes, but basically setting up shop to the point where even if we were to come back as a strong nation, as one nation together, to fight any sort of oppression, actual oppression, not just because you didn't get your goddamn soy latte in a timely manner and you're late for whatever fucking Zoom class. Anyways,
I love you too.
No, if we were to all wake up and get on the same page, the template's already been set. And so I'm not sure if we'll be able to gain back the sort of global position that we had. As BJ pointed out, China does now have the largest navy. They have it's a pretty impressive navy too. It's not just a bunch of old ships. There is a bunch of old ships, but they just have a vast number of ships. So if they wanted to make moves through the Navy, military wise, we would be kind of in trouble. And so that's the thing, is they're taking full advantage. That's why certain entities wanted Trump versus Hillary, is because they wanted us to become as divided as we did. They saw him and they were like, oh, hell yeah. Let Trump be president. He's going to rile them up. He's going to get them all stirred up. And that's exactly what happened. And we're all now preoccupied with all this shit while they literally are building islands and like moving their military forces into position where they easily could take the largest amount of land since we've seen in combination of the last previous few world wars. Like Russia would be able to sweep over Europe fairly effectively. China would easily be able to control the Pacific with their vast fleet, and we would be stuck. And so we have to keep that in mind while we're sitting here bickering and deciding who gets to play what sports, who gets to show what pronouns, all that shit. All of that is just in place to have us divided. And divided, we will fall. That's a guarantee.
I know you realize this, but do people really understand how scary that is?
Well, I've realized it for a long time because I've seen these patterns develop. You can ask one of my exes because I actually talked about the shit that happened in Minneapolis a long time, at least 5 years before. 2 or 3 years before Castile, 4 or 5 years before Floyd. That I was like, there's going to be something that pops off, much like, V for Vendetta, where somebody's going to do something stupid, the world is going to see, and we're going to get pissed. And it's going to be a movement unlike that they've seen before. And it was. There is no way. I was there. I was in the middle of it. I was there with all the buildings burning. I was there with all the gunfire.
Yeah, you and Scarlett.
It was truly lawless. Like, I literally could have gotten away with murder and nobody would have fucking known. That's how serious that shit was. And there was definitely people who were doing that. And that's exactly what the situation, what a lot of actors, whether they're foreign or domestic, were doing. They were here, they were taking advantage of the chaos, much like, say, if you want another example, The Dark Knight, The Joker just wanted chaos because he knew that he could do whatever the fuck he wanted because everybody was all pitted against each other.
Yeah.
Well, so here's my thing, and I wanted to say this. Here's my thing. Is that fucking China has her fucking thong in a fucking twist. Fucking Russia is like already 30 steps fucking ahead of us, like TLO has already fucking said. Everybody is already fucking 20, 30 steps fucking in front of us because shit's happening in front of us and there's shit that we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So, I'm going to make a joke out of all this. The reason why I do not agree with a woman being president is because there's an analogy I've always used. And I'm going to use it here. If it has engine or tits, you're always going to have a fucking problem with it.
That came from your mother.
My mother and somebody else.
Yeah. You said that before.
Yeah, that's why I said I've used that analogy before with you.
Right.
So, here's my thing. If one of these ladies gets to office, I swear to God, it's going to be on a day they fucking hit that button when they're on their period and they can't control their fucking mood.
Well, I have to say, I don't really necessarily believe with that, but I think a woman can be president, but she has to be a well-balanced woman. She can't be one of these that are like so progressive that they can't see their own fault. They can't be someone so conservative that they are immovable. They have to be somebody who knows that there's right and wrong and that it does come down to perspective, and that, as long as we keep good perspectives in mind, not being, out there just necessarily for the betterment of ourselves, but the betterment of ourselves and people around us, that sort of thing. And it can't be someone who's very self-centered. And there's a lot of female politicians that are very self-centered.
No.
Because I swear, the younger ones especially, that all they can do is talk about themselves. That's all they do.
I mean, Pelosi does that now.
Well, she does it a little bit, but it pales in comparison to others. And I know everyone knows who the heck I'm talking about. So
if this woman exists, I want to meet her.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, to be honest, I'm not going to be too harsh, but in my short extended stays, I'm not sure necessarily if they'd be hanging around Florida, but you know, there's probably some out there. There's probably some out there. As far as in politics, I know I was, and I still am a Klobuchar backer, because she kind of imbues a lot of those things. She does look at it from multiple people's perspectives. She's willing to work with people across the aisle. You know, she's willing and open to hear arguments. She's not, you know, just there to yell at people, stuff like that. That's why I was very disappointed she didn't get, you know, the win in the primary. But I kind of figured there was a lot stacked against her. The status quo, as it were, of the Democratic Party.
Well, I'm going to share this about women, and believe me, I have every right to be the first one on the bandwagon to bash them. But I'm going to tell you something. I had a business for 20 years, and I dealt with higher ups in the corporate world. And all I can say is this: the women that I dealt with were much more rational and easier to deal with than these alpha male, I got a bigger dick than you assholes.
Correct. I would attest to that as well.
So I have to say that I have to give them the benefit of the doubt based on my experience and their behavior with women with power, that there is a woman or more than one woman that could handle the office of the president of the United States. I really, truly believe that.
I mean, there is. It's just not Kamala or Pelosi or.
No, I agree with that.
Correct. I firmly believe that as well. It is not any of those.
So, ladies, I'm defending you. So we're not trying to bash women.
Yeah, no. And that's my thing is like, I've got no problem with anybody. Like, and it could. I wouldn't even care if it was someone who identifies otherwise. Like I don't care as long as they knew the position, they were there to do what they're supposed to, which is the leader of the free country. I don't really care about who they fuck. I really don't. I honestly don't really particularly fall on what, you know, side of the aisle they fall on. I mean, religion, no, none of that. It's whether or not they're going to do a good job. And that's what it should be about. It shouldn't be about what emotions you shouldn't just let it drive you. And that's what a lot of the politics have been for, I'd say, the last 20 years, for sure. It's been a lot of emotion driven shit. And we can't do that. We got to do it a little more rational. We got to come at it from different perspectives. We can't immediately shut down other people's ideas just because they might differ from ours. I mean, that's the whole thing, is how are we supposed to be a creative and ever advancing civilization if we're sitting there shutting down different ideas, different perspectives? I mean, how are we going to get anywhere? How are we going to think outside the box?
Right, and this person I love dearly, but there is one woman that I probably would not trust in office. Because the only thing that you would hear every day is, "You're fired. You should have known better. You should know not to fucking said that." And Tim exactly knows who I'm talking about.
Ivanka Trump. I don't know. Who are you talking about? Oh, well, I'm not dragging her into this. But she's not here to defend herself, and I'm not going to make a comment on that one. So, and she doesn't need me to defend herself. She can do that very well on her own.
Correct.
She would be the person to blow somebody up because they pissed her off.
Yeah, but like TLO saying, it all depends on what a person. I don't even think gender has anything to do with it, although women do react more in their emotional status or what they're going through more than men. Not all the time. It's not a blanket statement.
But that's one of their rationals, or their higher rationale than men, is they approach things with more emotions than men. the difference. And yeah, no, it's not even that mentality. It really isn't. But I believe it does have some bearing to mind with the nurturing, because you know, as you said, there's the alpha male CEO guys who are just basically there to fuck anything that moves, including possibly even the company they work for. But with a woman CEO, they have compassion. They know about strife, and I think they look at things differently, and that's what I think they bring to the table. As far as when I've seen women in leadership, for the most part, I could go on my rant about certain women CEOs at the moment, but that's just because I have a personal grudge with them.
See, here's my thing. I have known great females that are supervisors. Somebody I worked with in the EMS department before I took her position was our paramedic. You know, she was our supervisor throughout the night. You know, and she was fucking amazing, dude. She would put us before herself. You know, and she would look at us and go like, "You guys go get the sleep. You need it." And she would stay up all night until she literally could not handle it no more, and then wake one of us up. You know, she wanted to make sure her crew that she was running, which is about, on an average night, 12 to 15 guys.
Well, see, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's the compassion, the approach with compassion, which is lost with a lot of, you know, which you would find you would lose with a lot of like alpha males. They'd be like, oh, just, you know, man up, that sort of thing. They'd be, you know, toughen up, that sort of shit. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm referring to, and that's why, like, I don't really think gender really has any bearing on the presidency. To be honest, I would happily vote for a female president. It just has to be the right one. And, you know, I did vote in the primary. I did vote in the primaries essentially for a female president, but that one went by the wayside. So
here's the thing: unless it's my ex-wife.
What?
Mayor Lightfoot. No, I ain't. No one's getting her. No one's getting my vote.
That's what? What?
Lightfoot.
Oh,
it's his girlfriend.
Hey! Don't say the name 3 times.
Yeah, Beetlejuice.
Hakuna Matata.
Hey.
You know who I really liked was what was her name? Tulsi Gabbard or something from Hawaii?
No, yeah.
I like
Tulsi. Definitely, she's pissed off a few people, but you can't go through life, and that's another thing that the younger generation doesn't seem to have a grasp on. You can't go through life and not expect people to be pissed off at you. People not like you. Like, that just happens. And so, like, when people have like dislikes or negative comments, they get a little too stressed about it.
Fuck you,
Tilo. Yeah, that one was a shot across the bow. In that regards, they do have to kind of toughen up, and they have to realize that, like, you know, some people are just going to be dicks to you, and like they may or may not have a legitimate reason, but you know, it does happen. And so with Tulsi, I liked her just because, as I said before, she seemed to come from a pretty balanced, you know, aspects, moderate aspects, you know, no matter what political side of the aisle she's on. There's plenty of females out there that I believe are capable of it. In politics, definitely some of the lesser known ones for sure. Definitely not the ones you see in the news, because obviously those are the ones that are out there trying to be in the news. So the ones that are quietly actually doing their job, actually, you know, legislating and trying to get shit done, trying to have things better for their constituents. You won't see them on TV every single day, or multiple Twitter tweets and all that shit. You know, they're busy actually doing shit, and so they're out there. They're out there. Right. It's just, you know, we just gotta hope that they step up. Maybe they'll step up and they'll be like, you know, to their kind of extreme female counterparts, be like, grab them and slap them. Say, look, ho, you gotta chill out. You're making shit bad for all of us, like everybody. So like, chill out.
You cannot make a wife out of a hoe.
Well, like seriously, they just got to be like you're pissing people off to the degree that like people are getting really divided on almost every aspect. And that's the thing is like, you know, with the extreme sort of feminists, as was mentioned before, with the sort of the hate mantra and the let's, you know, send men to island or the moon or kill them all and all that shit. And it's out there. I've seen the tweets. I've seen a lot of that disgusting shit. I'm just like, wow. They say, you know, you can't sit there and hate on people, but I'm feeling pretty hated on as a male, you know, with some bangers. But I mean, I don't take it personally because whatever it is, it's probably coming from a place where they have some sort of issue that they need to resolve and they're just projecting it.
Right.
But because when it
like,
comes to
it's just like, wow, why are you propagating that nonsense, that mentality?
Because here's the thing is because when it comes to us going to the moon, when it comes to us doing things that women don't have the common, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this lightly.
Now, Dwayne.
Yeah, be careful. Watch it.
I said some, I'm not saying all, I'm saying some 25% of women don't have common fucking sense or the big enough balls to do what I said.
Which is?
There's a lot of fear. And that's the whole driving force with a lot of things these days is everything is fear driven. I mean, look at the news now. It's like, oh shit, things are loosening up. The numbers are kind of coming down. What do we do? We pull a playbook out of V for Vendetta. We ramp up the fear campaign. Fear this, fear that. Run and hide. Oh wait, there's all these weird different variations of the virus that are going to come and get you from out from under the stairs or under the bed. Like seriously, it's getting silly. It's like, wait a second, why don't you guys report the fact that the numbers are coming down and people are starting to feel somewhat human again? You know, you don't focus any of the positive parts. You just keep focusing on the negative, like, oh, there's all these things, and Fauci comes out and is like, oh, I'm still gonna wear my mask, I'm still gonna do this, and you got dipshit fucking celebrities like what's the what? I don't know. Oh yeah, Bieber's bitch. And yeah, I will say bitch because she is so vapid. It makes me sick. But Hailey Bieber, oh, I'm gonna wear it just because it protects my identity too. It's like motherfuckers still take pictures of you with the mask on and they know who you are.
Right.
You really think that has any bearing on it? Like, give me a break and stop playing yourself. You're not that important. I stopped looking at you a long time ago.
You know what, TLO? You just brought up the greatest motherfucking point that I was trying to figure out how to fucking word. These motherfucking celebrities and them getting into politics. Let's talk about this here for a minute. I have heard the Kardashian cunts come out and say shit. I have heard fucking, like TLO said, Bieber's bitch-ass wife come out and say something. We have heard other famous actors like, oh, fuck. What the fuck is his name? He plays in the fucking Wedding Crasher. Matthew McConaughey. That little fucking twig.
Well, you know he's going to be running for governor of Texas, right?
Oh, fuck him. He can go get fucked. But like I was saying, here's the thing with these celebrities sticking their nose in where it absolutely does not fucking belong. For the love of God, keep your fucking lame ass in Hollywood. No one wants to hear what the fuck you have to say, especially when it's coming out of the mouths of the Kardashians, because you don't know how many dicks have been in that mouth.
Oh, Jesus!
Wow, did Kim reject you? Did Kim or did Courtney or whatever? Did they?
I wouldn't even touch that bitch with the bull she offered. The hell, she probably has herpes or AIDS or STDs or.
That's the thing. You seem to be personally geared towards those folks, and which is kind of funny given that they've lost out on their cash cow with the closing of their show, and they had the big wine cry fest when they left.
Good, it's about time. Holy shit.
But no, with that, my feelings is I concur with a very great actor, Mr. Kurt Russell.
Oh yeah.
He says to keep the politics out. I mean, you can have and hold your politics in your heart and stuff like that, and you know who you vote for and whatnot, but not to use the actor's pulpit. He's like, because our job is to entertain, not to browbeat, not to virtue signal, not to placate certain corporations and their aspirations of world domination, even though it incurs genocide. Like none of that. None of that. Like they just need to do their job, and their job was to entertain. And that's why, like, at the moment, like, I'm watching, well, no, it's a somewhat recent flick, but there's no politics in it. It's John Wick. Well, I guess there's politics, but it pretty much comes down to you fuck with my dog and I'm gonna fucking end you.
Kill you, right?
That's pretty much the politics that I take from it.
Yep.
You know, there's no gender biases, no white privilege. No, it's you came in and you fucked my dog up. Guess what?
Well,
bad move.
So here's the reason I pointed this out, because I have only seen one great famous person, two great famous people go into politics and not get their head fucking corrupted. Arnold Schwarzenegger and whatever the fuck the dude's name of the place came. They were the only two motherfucking people that I have seen go into politics that are fucking already famous and not get their fucking head blown. Like, just not fucking get their ego and their pride ahead of themselves. Because here's the thing. When you have a celebrity, like, I'm going to go back to the Kardashians here for a minute, because, God, they've been around for fucking so long, and Jenner, whatever the fuck he wants, that's not even a subject I'm on the fucking touch.
I'm sensing some bitterness there.
A little bit.
Shut up, both of
Just a
you.
little bit.
Let him talk. He's getting it out. It's therapy. Go ahead, Dwayne.
Good. Fuck both of you. Okay, that's what I'm going to say first off. Here's the thing. Me and Tila has had this conversation before. I don't believe that people that are in Hollywood should have a say in politics. Why? Because they're easily influenced by money.
Well, there is that. I mean, they are, in a sense, like akin to politicians in that regard, with the special interest groups, because they, you know, obviously get a paycheck from certain companies, and obviously certain companies, even though they broadcast some bullshit at their shareholders meeting, kind of tend to be very preferential as far as who they market to, what they market, how things are presented, that sort of thing. And then I've just recently gotten some inside track from a person from Hollywood, direct source, in regards to the contracts that Hollywood actors have to sign nowadays. And wow, lordy. That's all I gotta say.
Exactly.
Like, you have no idea how bad these companies now hold their people beholden. So if you go and you become an actor in a movie, you are once again kind of akin to selling your soul to a certain party, and that party not being very well-minded, interested. So,
I mean, exactly, which is why I brought it up. Because
we have to keep a balance, and that's why, like, as I was saying with Kurt Russell, you know, you go in and you do your job. You're your entertainer. You go, you do your movies. Example with what I'm watching, John Wick, Keanu Reeves. Does he get stuck in politics? No. Does he really say much at all to people? Does he go spouting off his mouth about shit? No. he kind of keeps to himself. He's kind of a cool dude in my regards. And a lot of people love him because, he's very respectful as far as women's space and stuff. And that's cool and all that. But I just look at him as, he's a good actor. He does his job. He's not out there, making an idiot of himself, trying to get attention. He's a true artist, to be honest. And that's what Hollywood is lacking right now. Because they're all in it doing the political paychecks.
I think it goes deeper than that too, because Kurt Russell knows the power that he yields by being, let's say, Snake Plissken from Escape from New York.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
People live in a fantasy land in Hollywood, and the people that see Snake Plissken in Escape from New York and, Snake hates Democrats, so therefore I'm going to hate Democrats. These people are easily influenced. And I really don't think they understand the true power that they have, even though they're in make-believe land. But some of the people that see this stuff on TV actually think Kurt Russell, who I love to death, I'm not picking on him because you're talking about him, think that he's Snake Plissken. It's like, no, he's not.
Yeah.
It's a TV show, you dumbass.
Yes, exactly. They associate the characters with the actual people.
Correct. And then into their own reality.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, and they try and project and portray that on others, as we have all painfully come aware of.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, here's my thing.
Good night, Bonnie.
Good night, Bonnie.
Night, Bonnie. I
No,
mean,
he isn't. Fuck, that's good.
I mean, here's my thing.
Call me Snake. Snake. I can learn how to do his voice. I fucking love that character. Oh
Is that we have too many
He's a great
chiefs.
character.
Yeah.
We have too many chiefs.
I don't know. As far as Kurt Russell goes, I'm kind of particular to Jack Burton, but
Who's that?
Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, I got to see that movie. I haven't seen it in a while.
Okay, so here's what I was going to say. We have too many chiefs and not enough Indians anymore.
Now, that will come across as some sort of racial profiling or something.
I don't give a goddamn motherfucking shit.
I know, Dwayne. But I just find it amusing because I sit here and I listen to our conversation and what people are saying, and I can see how people would view everything that we say as like vile and atrocious, and how they would make us, evil people just because we're speaking our minds. And I just find it very interesting. Continue.
I'll put that to rest. We hate everybody equally. So go ahead.
Here's the
yes, equal opportunity haters.
Yeah, very good. So there you go.
I hate everybody equally. No, I don't. I love everybody. But besides the point, within Hollywood, within politics, within society, there is too many people that want to be a leader. There is too many people. There's a lot of people that mean good, but a lot of people that are doing it the exact wrong way.
Oh yeah, there's definitely that.
Take it for instance. I hate bringing up the BLM thing again. Like Sierra, she has the best interest at heart. She does not just keep herself and other people safe. Obama, he said he meant well, but motherfucker got over 150 people killed in Benghazi, along with Hillary. Look at Bush. He said he meant well. Got both Twin Towers knocked over. Do you guys see where I'm going with this?
Well, I don't know if you can necessarily blame all those factors on just because somebody comes up and they say that they mean well or whatnot. Because obviously every president is not going to run on the platform that they're, going to try and run the fucking country into the ground. And so you would assume or hear in their political stumps and speeches and mindset that they're trying to make America better. Someone had the mindset of making it great again. I don't know if it was ever great, but I definitely think it was one of the better countries. at a certain point. That being long ago, because it has definitely fallen into disarray.
I mean, when our
I
own
believe
president
we can if we all get over these things, and to the point that Dwayne's making, like with the politics and how people have their say and whatnot, and that falls into a lot of the internet, the social media, the Twitter sphere, TikTok, all those mediums. What it comes down to is, yes, all these people have these powers, and yes, they don't know quite what to do with it. But there's a lot of people who have a lot of weird self-interest that they're projecting into the world around them. And because we get to see these worlds in such a finite fashion, because they're filtered through these machines, through these devices, whether they be laptops or computers or desktops, phones, any of those things. We have this sort of presentation that a lot of people are trying to maintain. And that's why we have a lot of this weird, like, mind thought, hive mind sort of mentality going on, where, if you're not thinking like this way, then you're some evil virus that needs to be sussed out or whatnot.
God damn
and
it,
that's definitely not
that.
that's definitely not the right mentality, and certainly not for a person in the position of an actor or performer. And just like you said, there are ones that want to do good, and there are ones that actually do good. My finest example, still to this date, is may he rest in peace, and I still miss him to this day, a Mr. Paul Walker. Brian O'Connor from Fast and Furious. He took his fame and he actually did turn it into something seriously positive. Like, he made a foundation that actually like helps people, like not one of those, oh, give us a bunch of money and like literally filter in maybe a couple of few shitty meals to people. He was actually out there administering help, medical needs, food.
Right.
Otherwise, there's pictures of him actually out in like Africa and like Haiti and places like that himself, like with the doctors and like doing it because he knew that he couldn't just make the foundation and be like, oh yeah, see, well, look at this is what I'm doing. It's like, nah, you gotta, if you walk the walk, you better talk. You better,
right. Like I can go the same
walk.
like I can go the same like with one of the greatest, one of the three brothers I follow in the NFL, TJ Watt. You know him and his brothers.
Yeah, no, they
during every
incredible things
fucking,
for the communities.
During every fucking natural disaster, or during, even if it's not a natural disaster and disaster strikes, like I know last year they put up so much money and was helping people pay off mortgages and, rent for the year and food and supplies for kids, and that's the thing where people that are famous just need to fucking stay. And this is the point I'm going to make, because yes, I'm not an expert in politics. I'm going to admit that right now. Some things, it's just I can't fucking pronounce the goddamn word. Theoretical opinion based on facts and, media facts.
So Alyssa Milano is one of the worst perpetrators.
Yeah, she's horrible.
Based on stuff I've read off the internet, stuff that I've based off that me and Tim have talked about before, and then the conscious opinion that I make at the end of the day before I do a show. Here's the thing that I'm going to say. By the way, Tim, fuck you for that comment that you put up on the screen. Fucking shit. I was fucking ignoring that for a reason. And two, I'm just tired. Do you know what, TLO?
No, that wasn't me. I'm reading MGTOW's last message.
Wasn't me.
Do you know what, Tim?
Wasn't me.
And, I would agree. She's pretty, but I'd rather have, say, like Christina Hendricks lick my long john.
Or Tim, if you don't behave, I'm calling Mayor Lightfoot to come to your house.
Uh-oh. That'll do it. Okay. I'll behave.
That fucking orangutan. That's a different subject. Orangutan. Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know, here's my thing with the vaccine, politics, the way things are playing out right now. This is all literally the end game, and all of us have been saying it for over the past year.
Well, Scarlett's show will be very interesting because she knows a lot about this stuff with the medical tyranny going on right now. I mean, it's horrible.
Lightfoot, there is 3.
Okay. All right. So here we are at 2.5 hours, guys. So I'm going to wrap up the show pretty quickly here because I have to get up. It's 10:10 here.
It's 10:04. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's ahead of you, Dwayne.
No, he's not. He is in my time zone.
It's 10:04. My computer says it's 10:04. It's 9.
Yeah, you guys would be in 10:04.
Well, you're fucking falling asleep on your own bed there, and I got to get up in the morning.
I'm not falling asleep. I'm just
Oh, no, not at all. It doesn't look like it at all. You're just getting invites here. See, look at this. Somebody wants a spoon.
You know what, beat? God damn it, Tim.
No, maybe Tim, maybe MGTOW's comment making Dwayne think about Ariana Grande, and that's why he's holding that pillow so tight.
Oh, that could be. There you go, Dwayne. Hey, you're using Clarity at Night's thing. You can't do that.
No, that's mine. The fuck you talking about, asshole?
Clarity at Midnight. No, it ain't. That's
Yes, the fuck it is. This is Scarlet. Hold the fuck on.
you're
Don't
stealing.
accuse me of shit. That's fucking Clarity After Midnight.
Okay.
That's hers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fucking. And then this one's the Night Talk. I've been using that since me and TLO picked it up like 3 months ago.
Poser. Copycat. Whatever.
Hey, you know what? How about you sit your Terminator fucking looking ass over there? Just sit down. Fucking looking like the Terminator.
Not really, but that's okay. Helps with the facial recognition. So I got to do something. I should be wearing my mask. Sorry.
I'm fucking done. I'm so
Yeah, there you go.
Well, the sad thing is there's places that want to make masks mandatory for a long time, if not permanently. That's the sad, scary part.
Do you know what? Here's what I'm going to say to that. Yeah, no. Get fucked, Karen.
How about no? No.
Yeah, no. Get fucked, Karen.
They don't even fucking work unless they're N95. I don't even want to get into this. It's just
Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Then I found out N95s don't even fucking work because I have a buddy who makes the fucking things in the fucking factory. They're not even meant for fucking diseases.
Yeah, not most of them.
There you go.
Yeah, so let's not go down this rabbit hole tonight, shall we?
Nope. No.
Me and TLO will get on that rabbit hole when I decide to do my show here in like the next 3 hours.
Yeah, besides, I've got to go iron my cat.
What?
Oh, I guess he's not asleep yet.
You said ironing your cat?
It's a joke, Dwayne.
Y'all trying to test me and make sure I'm still awake. Motherfuckers, I'm still paying attention. Just because my eyes closed and I'm getting comfortable because my back's been hurting all damn day does not mean I'm not awake.
We'll see if you're awake. Here.
Do you know what, Tim?
Did you say something about you got to lead with the hips?
You know what? I fucking hate both of y'all right now. By the way, Tim, do you want to tell them about the show that's coming up here in the next, like, fucking 11 days that we're not looking forward to doing?
Oh, well, I'll just tell that to everybody. Dwayne and I are going to do a show on addiction because people don't seem to understand the dynamics and the experience and the whole meaning behind addiction. So we're going to do a show on it.
And I have a special guest coming for that one. My sponsor.
Okay. All right. So you guys want to say some last words? Because I'm going to go to bed because Dwayne's making me tired. So
I'm going to say this. For all you assholes out there who think your nose belongs in politics, sit on the couch, be a fat kid who loves cake, and stay in your own fucking lane.
So behave like you.
You know what, Tim? Look, today is the one day out of the year I get to be lazy and not get yelled at by anybody because it's my birthday.
Don't forget eating the cake. But yeah, go ahead.
And I was eating cake on air.
Yeah, right.
But no, to be honest, guys, love each other. Hang on to what hope you have left, and don't let humanity drag you down further than what it has, because trust me, it is going to be a worst ride from here.
Amen.
Only going to get worse from here.
Yep. That's right. Okay. All right, TLO. Get anything? Thanks for coming in, by the way. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed listening to you. I really do. I'm just going to be honest.
Okay.
I did.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I suppose that's a compliment.
It is a compliment.
Yep. Oh, well, thank you. All I have to say is wait for it, because it's coming now.
Yep.
That's pretty much all I've got to say. Because whatever it is, like if you want to come at it as some sort of religious beliefs of end times, if you want to come at it from political beliefs and failure of the system and this and that, shit's about to hit the fan is basically what it comes down to. And you need to be prepared in all sorts of aspects, whether it be, materialistic, whether it be spiritual, whether it be just everyday mentality, being able to watch as the world may very well crumble around you. And you got to keep your shit straight is basically what it comes down to. And this particularly goes to any of the younger folks, the younger generation out there, is the reason why you're so dismissive of our age is because our age has wisdom, and actual wisdom that comes through experience. And in a lot of ways, I feel it's some sort of like jealous projection because of the fact that you I don't know, suffer from a lot of weird attention deficit. I don't know, that comes from social media, whatnot. That's a whole nother a subject. But no, we need to just get ready, and we need to toughen up, because shit could get really bad really, really quick. And it's most likely going to, now that we've decided to continue on this path. So just buckle up, I guess.
That's right. And that fits perfect, and a perfect closing for this show. Like, be the captain of your own ship. Because if you don't start thinking for yourself and look out of the box and listen to people that are older than you have opinions from experience, not just opinions from opinions, you're making a huge mistake by not at least listening to what they have to say.
Don't wait till you're 23 years old like I did.
For what? To listen?
Yeah, don't wait till you're fucking an adult in a fucking mess, and then you decide to want to listen. Because
That's fair.
Yeah.
You start listening at 23 years old, you'll look at yourself like, God, it was this fucking easy, and I was doing it this way the whole fucking time. You go like, yeah, that's a self-esteem ego fucking popper.
Well, I'm going to tell you something and compliment you. If you're going to start listening at 23, you got me beat, because I didn't start listening to people at least till I was 30.
Well, dude, I have no choice but to listen, dude. I'm a father who's trying to steer my son right.
Yeah. Well, I was too. I mean, I had my kids at, I don't know.
I got a 2-year-old baby. I'm trying to get my life back on track.
Yep.
I'm trying to fucking do what I need to do for my family, and it's just time to buckle down, sit down, You know what, Tim? You're gonna realize to say when I say take the cotton out of your ears, sit down, take the cotton out of your ears, put it in your mouth, sit down, and shut the fuck up.
And listen, right? Yep. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to close the show and let me get to bed because I got to pay for people that don't work.
Good night, old man.
All right, old man. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm joking, Tim. I love you, bud.
What a nice way to insult the host. You're not on my show anymore, by the way.
Wait a fucking minute. Am I officially being fired?
No, talk to Scarlett about that. She's
wow.
Report to the principal's office, Dwayne.
Fuck. You know what? No. Look, her bitch ass principal's office.
Ooh, it's a good thing.
I'm not going.
Yeah. Okay. You broke up, and it's probably a good thing that you did. So, and he just left. All right. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Tiolo. Thanks for joining the show. I really appreciate your insight on things.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. And thanks for listening.
Absolutely. I would try and leave, but it's giving me the end button. So I'm not going to touch that until you're ready.
Oh, okay. I think I can probably, I can take you out if that's
all right. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
Yeah. Later on.
Okay. Bye. All right, guys. So it's time to end this show. And I just want to close it on pretty much this. We are the United States of America. We have to be united, but it might as well be called the divided states of America. And if we're divided, we are surely going to fall. And we're falling and we're failing. For your own sake and your own good and the country's sake, not to mention the world, wake the fuck up and take the bull by the horns, at least in your own life, not other people's lives, but your life, and wake up and quit being a passenger on the Titanic. Be the captain of your own ship and your own destiny, and then you will see from a perspective like you've never seen before. That's all I can tell you. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the show. And I don't know when I ought to be back tomorrow. I don't know. It depends if I feel like doing a fucking show or not. Until there's a set schedule. But people decide to do their show when they want to, if they want to. And I'm guilty of that. The network has been on a bumpy ride. But that is ending or has ended. So get ready for some structure. Get ready for some great shows and great entertainment. And thanks for listening to Freedom Revolution Network. And please share the show. You have been listening to the original Red Pill Show.